Okay, this kind of activity is very important for academic fields as well as industry fields. So we get together, also different fields, and make some good relationship and making a network for their careers as well as their institutions. So it is very important activities in this area as well as in all over the world. In my country, we have the three major seaweed species now in cultures. First one is nori, in Korean name is gim, and the other one is wakame, Korean name miyo, and third one is kombu, Korean name is dashima. We have three major industries, seaweed industries are cultivated in Korea. Also, their cultivation is located in southwestern part. In that part, the seaweed industry is very important for their incomes, everything. Also, we're using as a food, very delicious food with soup and salad and side dishes, as well as we're using that kind of things as, let me see, noodles or some healthy foods, everything you can make it. But currently, the production is okay, but the usage is decreasing. So we develop a lot of different products to satisfy the needs for people. I was a principal investigator for using seaweeds as a carbon dioxide sink for 5 years, start from 2006 to 2011. That's a government-supported project to verify or to see seaweed can be a sink for carbon dioxide against global warming. So we did some pilot farm. We named it Coastal Carbon Dioxide Removal Belt. It's a kind of pilot seaweed farm to verify seaweed farm is carbon sink. We measured seaweed biomass. We support to be a carbon inside of that one tissue. As well, we measured seawater chemistry to figure out dissolved inorganic carbon goes to seaweed or that kind of things. So we measured two different things. One is seaweed biomass, the other is water chemistry. And it ended up with about 10 tons of carbon dioxide could be incorporated in seaweed farm. So we did things is kind of for measurable and reportable and verifiable. That's MRV for kind of recognition as a seaweed sink. But unfortunately, we live in the land, so we just recognize the sink as trees, which stand for decades. But in ocean, it doesn't take that long, because in the ocean, if it's something like destroyed in certain area, we put new environment, it takes over 3 to 5 years to get reached climate conditions. But in the land, it takes more than 50 years. So you have to put different criteria or different paradigm for sink, ocean sink. So, but unfortunately, we do not accept that kind of thing. But I have to convince and persuade the people seaweed could be a sink for carbon dioxide. In addition, now we have some ocean acidification experiment. So to decrease the rate of ocean acidification or immediate ocean acidification, we have to plant on the ocean. There's two plants in the ocean. One is phytoplankton, the other one is seaweed. So there's two things we have to not make a global, okay. The bootstrapped phytoplankton is red tide, so we don't want that. But putting seaweed in the ocean is good because we could develop seaweed farming. One for our income, the other one is to mitigate or adaptation for global warming. So seaweed farming or seaweed aquaculture beds are good for our industry as well as income, as well as provide very good environmental services, including adaptation and mitigation measures in context of global warming. So that's the reason why I did that kind of experiment. Also, I'm still doing that carbon dioxide thing for seaweed farm.